Hello, boys and girls. Take this come out. Okay. Hello, boys and girls. Thanks for tuning in to Everything's Jazz, where everything is about me. And I want to make this video quick because I'm trying to post it today. I'm trying to be on a strict schedule, every 2-day schedule. I'm trying to discipline myself to posting videos every 2 days. So today is supposed to be my post day, and I've been editing in Storytime, but I wanted to post this before the Storytime. So let's get into it, and I'm gonna try to just not edit this because I'm trying to get it out. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about 2 things in this video, but make sure you, for one, make sure you like this video, okay? If you support me, like this video, drop a comment. I love interacting with you guys, so interact with me. And most importantly, subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal for right now. So y'all subscribe. If you're watching this, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're watching this and you don't subscribe, you're a hater, or you don't like me. And what reason do you have not to like me? Yeah, I'm going to talk about 2 topics in this video. One of the topics being a little mini story time about my night the other night, and how this girl low-key tried me. And you know, I gotta talk about my reading, because I did a reading on the day, and I wanted to show y'all how accurate my reading really was, and how cool this spirituality shit really is, and how cool this tarot shit really is. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little mini story time about that, and then I want to talk about my relationship status. Okay, so first let's get into the little mini story time. So y'all, let me get into the little story now, okay? Or should I tell y'all about the cards first? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the cards. These are the cards that I pulled. This card was in reverse. This card here represents the situation. This card in the middle represents the actions took. The actions took in the situation. This card right here represents the outcome. The outcome of the situation, and the action, the outcome. All right. So let's talk one card at a time, right? But let's get into the story. So let me give some names. Let me give some names. We're gonna call my family member. Let's call her I'm bad at names. Let's call her China. Let's call her China. And let's call the second girl, which is China's friend, okay? Not my friend, China's friend. We're gonna call her, well, I'm not gonna say not my friend, but she's cool, but she's China's friend. That's just the truth. Let's call her Sweetie. And I'm calling her Sweetie because she's usually sweet. Sweetie is a Taurus just like me. She's usually hella sweet, just like I am. So I'm gonna call her Sweetie. I was trying to contemplate on whether I wanted to go to this party or not, or whatever. So I pulled these 3 cards or whatever, boom, bada boom. I use songs as well to tell me detail. I go in my playlist of my songs, and I press shuffle, and of course Spirit gonna tell me the song that is gonna give me the most detail on the card that I pull. The song Sleazy Flow by Young and Ace, and that song played for this card. Mind you, this card represents authority. This represents an authority figure, someone who is disciplined, and someone who, what's the word I'm looking for? Who instructs discipline. That's not the word I'm looking for, but hold on, I'm gonna give y'all a good description. Let me just look it up real quick. Authority, like I said, discipline, someone who is disciplined, and someone who instructs discipline. Like, this is a leader as well. Usually a father figure, could be an Aries, because this is the Aries card in tarot. This card is all about control. An authority figure who is in control. An authority figure who is controlling you, but in a good way, okay? Controlling you in a good way. When it's in reverse, controlling you in a bad way, okay? But I pulled it upright. So controlling you in a good way. Just trying to tell you to be disciplined and be structured. You know what I'm saying? Follow the rules. This person is a person who enforces rules or enforces the law. Someone who's in charge, okay? The Emperor usually represents an older man, someone who's older, someone who's protective. And then the song that played is called Sleazy Flow. If you look at the lyrics of the song and pretty much the message of the song, they're basically talking about killing.
Hey, stood over him and now he dead. What his bitch ass?
When you put it with the Emperor card, I instantly thought police, because when you listen to the song, you kind of just think these guys need to be arrested. Let me stop cursing. These men need to be arrested. That's what you think when you see this card. Well, when you hear the song and you put it with this card, that's what you pretty much think. So because this represents like an authority figure, police. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can expect the police today. So I still went to the party. If China didn't text me, then I wasn't gonna go. I was leaving it all up to her. So if she still wanted to go, I was gonna go. If she didn't want to go, then I wasn't gonna go. So she ended up texting me. So I'm like, okay, she wanna go. Okay, cool. So I get ready and everything, and we go. So we driving. It's China in the car. It's Sweetie is in the car, and it's me in the car. China is driving. Sweetie is in the passenger seat. I'm in the back seat. I look at my purse and I realize that KT is my most recent girlfriend. I realized that she packed my purse and she like put everything that I needed in there. She put like perfume, my deodorant, she put like gum. She's really organized. So she basically organized my purse and put everything in there that I needed. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got everything I got. So I'm like, y'all want anything? Y'all want any gum, any perfume, anything? I got everything today because Casey packed my purse. So Sweetie, she's like, yeah, Sweetie wanted some gum and stuff. So I gave her some gum, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I got juice. Okay, so she's letting the car know we need juice. She got juice. She was like, if y'all need any medicine, if anybody is too high or if anybody is too drunk or anything, I have medicine as well. You know what I'm saying? I realized that China is speeding. And then I think back on the card that I pulled. I was like, okay, I did pull the Emperor card. And as soon as I heard the song, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is representing a police. Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be in a situation with the police. So she's speeding. Usually I really do not talk about my spiritual stuff or like my tarot stuff with people because people like I don't know. I don't be wanting to push my beliefs on people. Since I knew that the police would be involved, I just felt that I should say something. So I just leaned up and I was like, hey guys, like I do daily card pulls for myself. I told them that I pulled this card, the Emperor card. I said I pulled this card and I told them what the card means, just like I just told y'all. I kept it real simple. I was like, that card means like an authority figure, you feel me? So watch out for the police today. I guess I could tell y'all what this means. Let me go in and tell y'all what this means. I hope y'all keeping up. I hope y'all not confused. Okay, this card in reverse, it means all talk, no action, random actions, haste. I think haste means moving too fast, excessive speed or urgency, movement or action, moving too fast. Okay, Page of Swords reverse likes to ask a lot of questions. The reversal of this card can be a sign that you are annoying others by your constant questionings and challenging of ideas. When I tell you that's describing me. You're moving hastily without thinking things through. You have a lot of energy behind you, but you are not using it effectively. That's talking about y'all got that lip gloss on, and y'all know that lip gloss, it be making that stuff in the corner of your mouth. That's talking about Sweetie, okay? This can mean you're all talk, no action, a know-it-all. See, the know-it-all might represent me, and I'm gonna tell y'all how that probably represents, well, how it represented me in this situation. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. Scatterbrained, absent-minded is what this basically means. That right there is representing Sweetie. Skeptical. Me, I was skeptical. Believing that people are motivated purely by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity. That's representing me right there. I don't know about them. Sarcastic. Okay, a lot of sarcasm. That was both China and Sweetie. Gossipy. Okay, I could think about who that is. Okay, not me. Insulting. Okay, because I was insulted. Okay. Rude. Sweetie was really being rude, for real. But really, you know what I'm saying, lack of planning. Okay, because our whole night did not go as planned at all. You feel me? Y'all see how on point this card was? When the Page of Swords is reversed, all the negative characteristics of the Page of Swords come out. She may almost become dangerous. She may lack the understanding or the maturity to understand the suffering that she causes, feeling the rush that one gets upon lashing out. Sweetie. Okay, because Sweetie lashed out on me, y'all. May be someone of empty words or promises who loves talking does not really talk about much of substance. Probably does not really talk about much of nothing, just love to talk. Broken promises, someone who makes broken promises, like argumentative, defensive, failure to communicate. This also represents someone being defensive, okay? Sweetie, okay? Bad, disappointing news. We definitely got bad, disappointing news. Lack of ideas and planning. It was definitely a lack of planning, okay? Defensive, someone who's defensive. Sweetie, super defensive for having your heads in the clouds. Scatterbrained, okay? Having your heads in the clouds is Sweetie. All I was doing was trying to be realistic. She was being unrealistic with her head in the clouds. Nothing to say. China, because China was barely saying anything to me. Anything. She was mute. You know what I'm saying? It was like, but I'm gonna get into that. Malicious gossip. Because I don't know why people think that I don't, like, come on. Malicious gossip, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Being a delinquent. It usually means someone who's a juvenile, which means they're young, under 21, and not following the law. A delinquent. Illegal behavior by minors, okay? Get into it. Get into how accurate these cards are. Get into it, y'all. Please, get into it. Lack of education. Learning difficulties, okay? All right. Let me just read this real quick, y'all. Okay, the Page of Swords reversed can represent bad or disappointing news and lack of ideas. Mind you, I said we did get bad news, and it that whole night was not planned. It never is. Anytime I go out with them, it's never a plan for real, okay? But I'm gonna get into it. It could signify being defensive. Like I said, Sweetie was super defensive. Being cold, okay? I feel like China was being cold towards me, because like I said, she wasn't even barely talking to me, and usually she's talking, okay? Having or showing a strong or unreasoning desire for revenge. Sarcastic. Yeah. There's so much I want to say, but then I don't want to say, but then I do want to say, because I feel like I should have the right to express myself. You know what I'm saying? This is how I felt. This is how people made me feel. I'm not using no real names, so I can express myself as much as I want to. You feel me? This card reverse may be telling you to get your head out of the clouds, Sweetie. It could represent acting in a scatterbrained or dim-witted manner, Sweetie. Stupid. Dim-witted means stupid or silly manner. Okay? And hey, the cards, mind you, the cards are saying this, not me. All I did was pull the cards. That's all I did, just to see how my day was gonna go. Okay? It's not my fault that the cards are accurate. You feel me? It could represent a lack of fairness, not speaking out against injustice. I feel like China, you feel me? China didn't speak out against the injustice that was done to me by Sweetie. I'm not tripping about it, but I'm just I'm getting super excited because I'm real, like, the cards are so on point, and it makes me so excited. Breaking the law. Okay, a law was trying to be broke last night. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. Or being a delinquent. I just told y'all what that means. It could suggest that you have nothing to say, or maybe lacking in communication skills. Like I said, China, she was barely talking to me. It could be a warning to you about the way you communicate with people in your life. Okay, both China and Sweetie. You may think you are being truthful and direct, but you could be coming across as blunt and abrasive. Sweetie. Kind of the both of them, y'all, really. It could also indicate a lack of education, heavy on the Sweetie, lack of mental, or learning difficulties. The Page of Swords reverse can also signify being a game player. Okay, China was definitely being a game player for Sweetie. Okay, playing mind games, malicious gossip. Come on now, my cards are gonna tell me, y'all. My cards are going to tell me. Okay, malicious gossip and paranoia. As a person, the Page of Swords reverse represents a young person who's keeping information to themselves. And that could be me. That could be me. And it could be Sweetie. It could be all. It could be that. I feel like it's everyone in the car. They are still analytical and logical with a sharp mind. The analytical and logical with a sharp mind is China, because China is actually smart. Okay, she's actually smart. However, they may use their wit for malicious or vindictive purposes. They could be manipulative, cynical, and sarcastic, and may consider themselves superior. They may consider themselves superior to others, and that rules don't apply to them. And I do feel like that is China. Okay, I don't know about Sweetie, but I do feel like that is China. And she does feel like rules don't apply to her. But she's an air sign. She's careless as fuck. She don't care about nothing for real. Like, nothing really, you know, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. They may spread malicious rumors or gossip to intentionally cause trouble, okay? Let me get into it. Okay, so like I said, y'all, let me get back into the story. We driving down the shit or whatever. Sweetie is being sweet, offering me juice, you know what I'm saying, all that. She may have started offering me things because I offered my stuff first, because I didn't know she had juice or anything before I offered my stuff. But I'm not gonna say she did it on purpose or anything. But mind you, I rode with China. We both rode with China. From the moment China pulled up, the energy was off. The energy was off before she even pulled up. I'm not even gonna lie. And I was gonna say this. Mind you, the party had started at 3. Multiple times I have gotten completely ready, and then China don't text me. She don't call me or nothing. I have to just figure it out for myself that we're not going nowhere anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've gotten used to it or whatever. I never tripped about it because, you know, like, I accept people for who they are, and you can't help who you are. It's not like we handpicked our personalities or whatever. So she has this certain personality. She always had this personality. It's nothing new. It's nothing new to me. I've already just accepted that China is going to be the way she is regardless. It's either I can fuck with it or I don't. You feel me? And all these years I've been choosing to fuck with it. Now, mind you, me and China stopped talking for a long time at one point. She got a friend, and ever since she started hanging out with that friend, we went a long ass time without talking. But then she randomly texted me one day. We started back talking. You know, I still expected China to be the exact same way she is, whatever. Like, I expect these things from her. So the ghosting, like the whole me getting ready. Okay, mind you, I do my hair, I do my makeup, I put my clothes on. It takes a lot. I take a shower. It takes a lot for me to get ready. I get completely ready just for you to not even text or call me to say, hey, I don't feel like going no more, or hey, I don't want to go no more. Like, I be waiting on her to come get me. She just never shows up, and I just have to take the hint for myself, you know. And she always does that. So whatever, I'm used to it. So mind you, on this day, I'm like, I don't know, you know. And then when 3 o'clock came, China didn't text or call me and say, hey, I still want to go. She didn't say nothing about the party. She didn't say nothing. 4 o'clock come, like, she kind of texted me around like 4 or 5ish. So she was like, are you ready? I'm at my nephew's birthday party. So I'm like, no, I'm not ready, because y'all, like I said, if you watched my vlog before this video, I said in that vlog, I've been getting ready for weeks, like every weekend for like weeks. I've been getting ready just to do nothing. The last time specifically that I went out with China and Sweetie, we drove all the way to North Carolina. I spent my money on a hotel room. We get in the hotel room. It's China's birthday. We supposed to be going out having fun for China's birthday. We get in a hotel room, they're like, I'm tired. In my head, I'm like, we ain't doing this for no reason. We're going out. We had went out to eat. We was going out to eat to get something on our stomachs so we could get the party started, so we could start the drinking and the smoking and the going out. These bitches, like, and mind you, I just say bitches. It's not no, I'm not supposed to be cursing though, so let me not say that. These girls, like, I'm tired. I go, but they're getting ready. So I go in the bathroom and I start getting ready in the bathroom. I get fully ready in the bathroom. I walk out the bathroom. They're both sleeping. I try to wake up China. I'm like, China, are we going? She's like, yeah, we're going. We can still go. I don't care. They don't get up. Both of them. I wake both of them up. I ask, I'm like, are we going? Y'all, are we going? Like, come on, get up. Y'all get up. They don't want to get up. They still sleep. I'm pissed. y'all, because I spent my money, and my money and my time has been wasted. Like I said, China is very careless. So I know that China don't really care about me for real. I know she don't care about wasting my money or my time for real. I know that. Ever since I've been growing up with her, I've known this, you know, and I know that she can't help it. That's just her. Like I said, she didn't ask for that personality. She can change if she chooses to. She can fight through it if she chooses to. But hey, not everyone is capable of changing. It is a long, hard process to change. I'm currently in a state of changing. I get with her, and then for some reason, we never seem to make it inside the party. Y'all, the most fun I've had is when I clicked back with my friend Alexis. Alexis is a Cancer. I love a Cancer. They always care about your feelings as well. So I love a Cancer. She likes to be on time, just like me. I like to be on time. If we're gonna go to the party, I want to enjoy the party. So I'm really not trying to talk shit per se. I'm really just being honest. It is what it is. But yes, Alexis, she likes to be on time, just like I do, so we can have the full party experience. She be down for whatever, just like me. She don't ghost me. If she lets me know what's going on. If she can't make it, she gonna let me know. If anything, she's gonna let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to Florida together. I had a ball with her. I love my girl. I love her down. So back to the day that I'm talking about. We're we're driving. Like I said, I opened up my purse. I'm like, y'all want anything? So Sweetie said yeah. Okay, she's being sweet. I didn't hear China say anything, but usually China is a very low talker usually. So I lean up and I'm like, China, you want something? I don't even think the girl answered me. That was like the moment I realized, like, she ain't saying shit. I'm like, you want something? She don't look at me. She don't acknowledge me. I don't even think she answered me. I damn sure didn't hear nothing. But like I said, she is like a low talker, but she does know how to speak up. So I just sat back and I was like, okay. So, and then we riding, and I feel like I'm low-key trying to make conversation. And Sweetie is kind of talking back with me. But like China, she not saying nothing for real. I peeped the energy, and mind you, KT, my girlfriend, we have the same moon sign, and if you spiritual, you into astrology, then you know what I'm talking about. If you not, just keep watching my videos and stuff. You gonna learn shit. KT, her moon sign is in Pisces too. She's also intuitive. She also peeped the vibe, like when they pulled up. She was like kind of looking at us, and then she was like, it was like they were laughing, but it seemed like they were laughing at us. You know, that's what we were like. So we were like, I get in the car. And it's like, I think, you know, I speak or something, Mind you, I do know that China is irritated because when she pulled up here, I was not ready. When she pulled up to get Sweetie was not ready. So I knew she was irritated with the both of us or whatever. Whatever, cool, granted, I understand, I guess. But in my defense, like I said, China does not tell me nothing. When she does not want to go somewhere anymore, or anything like that, she does not say anything to me. She just lets me figure it out myself after I done got completely ready. So this day, I did not want to get all the way ready just for her to tell me, or just for her to ghost me, basically. I did not want to do that. So she didn't text me at 3 o'clock. She didn't text me at 4. So I'm thinking, shit, we not going. But she ended up texting me at 5. Like, it was like 5 when she texted me. So I'm like, oh, she still want to go. So I'm like, okay. I get ready. And she said that Sweetie wanted to change her outfit in the last minute or whatever. So boom, bada boom. So I thought, okay, I'm just thinking maybe she's a little irritated or whatever. So cool, I let her go. You know, but like I said, like the energy, even when she pulled up, me and KT felt it from outside of the car. So, like I said, I get in the car. Sweetie had asked her to stop at a store to get something to clip her toenail because her toenail broke or something like that. She didn't really answer Sweetie when Sweetie said that. So I'm like, yeah, she irritated because, you know, and the party is 30 minutes away and we are late. And the party in at 8. It's already 5, like 6. It was like 6 or like 6 closer to 7 or something when we were on the way there. And mind you, it's 30 minutes away. We did not stop at the store because, like, we were already late, you know. And we were late because of all three of us, okay? Not just because of me and Sweetie, but because China had a whole birthday party to go to. And we're driving. Like I said, I opened up my purse, realized my purse is packed to the T. I offered them some stuff. Sweetie said, yeah, let me get this. Then she told me what she had. She rolled a blunt, shared the blunt. She shared her alcohol. Sweetie was being sweet per usual. Like I said, I offered her something. I linked up. You know, and I asked her again. I'm like, you want this, China, or something like that? Being very nice and polite and sweet as usual. She basically don't respond to me, or if she did, I didn't hear her. She should have known to talk louder. And I think I said too, and she still ain't said. So I'm just like, okay. I just sit back and I'm like, okay. And mind you, I'm like low-key trying to make conversation. I do know I did say something one time because this car sped past us and I heard like a little bump or like a little tap. And then when I turned around and looked, the car was getting over. Mind you, it's only 2 lanes. We driving in the country, so it's only 2 lanes. He getting over in this lane, the lane he not supposed to be in, to go around another car and get over. So he basically driving wild. So I'm like, y'all didn't hear that tap? I think he just hit the car. Both of them pretty much just did not say nothing. Like, you know, and okay, you don't have to care about what I'm talking about, but you know, it was just I just felt the energy. That's just it. Like, I'm just basically talking to myself, really, like really. But my spirits is still up. I'm still good. I don't let nobody get my spirits down. My spirits is still up. I'm still good. I'm cool. I already know what to expect. You feel me? Like I really already know what to expect. Like I already knew what was tea when I got into the car. And I'm not gonna lie, I just truly feel like they were like talking about me before I got into the car. I do feel like that. And I just told y'all that car does mean malicious gossip. So if she discussing me with you, I promise you she's discussing you with me, okay? Don't think that I'm the only motherfucker getting talked about around here, okay? And that's just a public service announcement. And that's for anybody in general. Anybody in general, okay? If you know, if a person is a hard gossiper, don't think that you are excluded. Don't think that you're excluded. Please don't. Please don't. I've had multiple instances where I knew that was telling my business behind my back and that she was talking about me behind my back. And I'm not gonna lie, her household, when I walk into her household, I always get an eerie feeling because I feel like no one in her house likes me for real. I know when people are genuine, and I know that her household talks about me. I know that they talk about me. I know they discuss me. You know, I've always known. Mind you, one time, his mom, she's also my family, she asked me something that I never told her. I walk into the house, I go up to her mom, speaking to her mom, and she starts talking about something I never told her. Something that I did not want everyone to know, for one. That's why I do most of the listening and I don't do a lot of talking. Everyone in that household, they're judgmental. They always have something negative to say, especially when it comes to me for some reason. I don't know what I ever did to anybody for anybody to be so negative towards me. This is why I'm so secluded from my family for real, because they all act negative towards me as if I'm not one of the sweetest fucking girls in the world. Like, I don't do nothing to nobody for people that act the way they act towards me. Her mom asked me something I never told her, and her mom is the most judgmental of them all. So I really don't like for her to know my business. She's always made me feel little. Like she always had this way of making me feel less than. She always had a way of putting her daughter, okay, it is your daughter, but she always made it so obvious that she put her daughter like above me, or that she thinks that her daughter is better than me, or she thinks that her whole family is better than me. She thinks that she's better than me. She thinks that she's better than my mama and my people. Like, I've always known that. Always. I've cried to another family member before when I had to live with them at one point, because her mom she was just always attacking me, always just, you know, and I'm just like, what did I do? Like, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. Like, I always knew who I was dealing with. So the way that I handle it, I just don't discuss my business with them. Always venting to me. Always. I'm always listening. You know, so the one time I try to, you know, vent to her back, I walk into her house and her mom is asking me about something I never told her. Why does your mom know my business? You cannot be trusted. Never again. That's the one time I tried. Never again. The only things that I ever discuss with things that I don't care about people knowing. If I don't care about people knowing, then I'll discuss it. But if I care, I'm not going to discuss it. You can never be my safe space. Because why are you talking about me? Why are you gossiping about me? Like, but I know why. Because it's just her. It's her personality. And I'm not going to lie, she has a lot of Gemini in her chart. And y'all know about them Geminis. They two-faced as fuck, and she has a lot. And she's a straight air sign girl. Like, her sun sign, her moon, and her rising, all air signs. That really describes why she's so careless, why she don't give a fuck about nothing, because air signs go with the flow. They go with the wind. You know, that's mostly how they are. They're carefree. She don't care. That's why she gossip. That's why because she does not care. She does not care. She literally just texted me last night telling me how she is low-key depressed because she just don't care about nothing, you know, and maybe she wants to care, but it's so hard for her to care, and I understand that she can't help it. I understand. I just have to move accordingly. That's just all it is. So that's what I've been doing. I can still hang out. I just don't discuss my business because I know she does not care enough to keep it to herself. I know that certain people is for certain occasions, and I know that. That's just how I deal with shit. And this other time, my friend that was once just my friend, she became friends with, they just basically became like this little clique. I think it was like her, the two friends. So I think it was like 4 of them, and they became a clique. Once they fell out, okay, my friend, she told me and KT that talk about us like a dog. That's what she told us. She was like, she actually seen me and become back cool and close, okay? So I posted her on my Snapchat. I posted a video of us on my Snapchat. And when I did that, I think she might have slid up on it too. I don't know. But I do know I think she did tell me in person too. She told me and KT, she was like, mind you, this is what my friend telling me, that my family member is talking about me like this. So I can't ignore that. Like what? It's not my fault it's not my fault. Because I know people, they start feeling some type of way when they see my videos and they see me discussing things. I'm expressing myself. I have to express myself. I have to. That's literally my life purpose. My North Node, and if you went to astrology, you know this. My North Node is in Gemini. Okay? My North Node is in Gemini myself. So my life purpose is to communicate, is to learn how to effectively communicate, is to be a public speaker, which explains why I love doing YouTube so bad. It ain't no smoking, ain't no problem, ain't no drama. I could get on here and discuss my feelings and still be cool with you. What happens from this point out is up to the people that I'm talking about. I do accept apologies. I do forgive. So it ain't no smoke just because I'm expressing my feelings and telling my story. I just want to make that clear. But yeah, y'all. So basically, I know that gossips about me. I know that talks about me. So I know that page of source is very accurate. I know this. So it's not no surprise to me. I just started moving accordingly. I became the listener and not the talker when it comes to. So okay, boom. We on the way to the party. We get to the party. The party is because mind you, when I seen the Emperor card, I'm thinking, okay, the police is going to be involved in our day somehow. So I was thinking, okay, are we going to get pulled over? Because like I said, China was speeding. China always speeds. But yeah, she was speeding. We did not get pulled over. So that was not how the police was involved in our night. So I thought, okay, is the party going to get shut down? Is they going to get in a fight? Is China or Sweetie going to get into a fight at the party? Because with the Page of Swords, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they're going to get into a fight and the police going to have to be called or involved, or the party's going to get shut down by the police. We get to the party. The party is over because we got there mad. Well, it was over by the time we got there. So it wasn't that. It wasn't that either. Okay, so we go on about our night. I'm still knowing that the police is going to be involved some way, somehow. And mind y'all, I warned them. And when I warned them, they kind of just said, okay, kind of laughed or whatever. And that was that, They didn't take me serious. They didn't. I know they didn't. We go to this other party. We get to the party and we standing in line. Mind you, it's the after party. It's the after party. We go to the after party. We standing in line at the after party. Mind you, it's the cosmetology center. When I was a teenager, me and my friends used to party at the cosmetology center. That's what all the teenager parties was at, the cosmetology center. Everyone that's 18 and under can go to the cosmetology center. Okay? I was thinking, I'm like, okay, but we about to have an adult party here now? Okay, I'm lit. I'm like, okay, lit. Okay. We get to the cosmetology center. We standing in line, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, I mean, I know that you could be 18 to get in here, but these look like kids. Like, this don't look like no 18-year-olds. These look like legit fucking kids. Like, I'm looking around. Like, I see. I'm very observant, y'all, also. That's why I can read a room. I can read an energy like no other, because I'm very observant. I sit back and I observe. Yeah. So I'm standing there observing. Mind you, none of us are really even talking for real. We stopped at this gas station. Them two went into the store. I was standing outside the store still because I didn't need to go to the store. I didn't want to go to the store. So I start vlogging. I'm actually put it in here. My back back camera's broken. First, I want to point out the number 25, as I always see this number, because it means change, and I have big changes on the horizon. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a part of my get rich vlog, because yeah, this is my girlfriend. Y'all wouldn't even believe the good discovery like we just came to. Like, we just came to a good ass fucking discovery. I'm gonna tell y'all about it later. I'm so excited, y'all. But it's bulls, it's cows, and if you don't know, bulls are male cows, and it's bulls and cows over here because it's Taurus season. It's Taurus season, bitch, and we rule, bitch. I'm recording the scenery because I'm looking at a bunch of bulls and cows and shit, and I'm like, oh, it's Taurus season. And mind you, it's day 1 of Taurus season, and I'm seeing these cows and these bulls and stuff, so I'm like, Taurus. And mind y'all, when I'm trying to, while I'm trying to make the connection, I'm trying to say in China, she's just like, all a bull is a male cow. Okay, girl, I know what a bull is. Like, what you trying to downplay it for? I'm trying to make the connection. Like, I'm trying to like kind of make the connection with Sweetie because we're both Taurus. It's both our season. So I'm trying to say, y'all, look, it's bulls. Like, and it's, you feel me? Look, Taurus, and it's the first day of Taurus season. It's bulls. So I'm back there like like trying to lighten the mood. Like, I'm trying to make conversation lighten the mood and shit, and they acting stiff and stuck. And you know, I'm just feeling the energy, y'all. I'm just feeling it. And like I said, China low-key just trying to downplay me or something. Like, all a bull is a male cow. Like, girl, I know what a fucking bull is. Like, what? Male cows is bulls and they got horns and they still tough. The fucking Mexicans, they like the rodeos, them bulls is tough as fuck. So what you trying to say? It's not a female cow that's black and white and don't do nothing but pump milk. It's a male cow. It's tough. If you really want to get into it, like, what you trying to downplay it for? Like, well, I was expecting, like, yeah, it's Taurus season, yeah, because you my family member, right? Yeah, we cool, we friends, right? Like, it's our season, let's turn up, because if it was your season, and if it was you, I would be behind you, like, yeah, girl, season, girl. I ain't gonna say her sign, but yeah, air sign season, girl. I would have been turning up for you. I wouldn't be trying to downplay, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being light. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But I peep that because I peep every single little thing. It may not sound deep to y'all. It may not have seemed deep to them two. And it's not really deep, but I peeped it. I did peep the low-key downplay you tried to do there. I did peep it. So, yeah. So, mind you, it's like mad. Like, what? I'm like, y'all, the energy is mad off. Like, so... yeah, they go into the store. I stay outside the store just because I'm enjoying the air. I'm looking at the scenery. I like what I see, and I don't need shit from in the store. So I walk up to the thing. I'm recording and shit like that. As I'm recording, I hear like someone walking to the car. So I turn around and I start to walk back to the car. China pulls off. So at first I start to like walk after the car because I'm like, do she think I'm in a car? I'm not in the car. But then I'm like, let me just walk in the store and see if Sweetie's still in the store. So I don't follow, like, I'm like, I'm not about to chase after no fucking car. I said that. I'm like, I'm not about to chase after no fucking car. I was walking and I started to go this way to walk around the building, but I was like, nah, let me just walk into the store, see if Sweetie in there, because I just felt like Sweetie still must be in the store. I walk in, Sweetie is in the store. So I walk up, you know, China walks in, she's smiling, you know, and I just instantly feel like she got some type of pleasure out of seeing me. Like, out of seeing me thinking, like, you know, obviously I thought that they were leaving me. And I feel like she got some pleasure out of that a little bit, you know, because she didn't tell me, she didn't say nothing. Like, you see me over here with my back turned recording the view, and you get in your car and pull off. You could have said, hey, I'm about to pull to the other side real quick or something. She just gets in her car. Like, when I see the girl was not saying nothing to me. And then like, I just don't think her personality is for me no more. You feel me? Because if it was me, I would have said, hey, China, I'm about to pull to the other side real quick. Okay. You just get in your car and pull off, and then you see me like walking after your car a little bit. and you just keep driving, and you know that I don't know what's going on. Like, you know I had my back turned. I don't even know what's going on. Like, a little, hey, I'm about to pull to the other side real quick would have been nice. But I guess the gas pump didn't work on that one side, so she pulled to the other side. And mind y'all, it's not like, if it was just that, or if it was just one thing, then I would have been tripping. But stuff is starting to add up. Like, it's starting to be peeping after peeping after peeping after peeping. So now every little thing is making me be like,
Whole so phony, got me looking at him sideways.
Because it's stuff starting to add up. So I'm like, okay, I go into the store, I'm still just whatever, like I'm good regardless, you feel me? When I see her walk to the store smiling, that's the first thing that popped in my head. And you know, I'm gonna listen to my gut, I'm gonna listen to my intuition. I'm like, yeah, she got some kind of satisfaction out of that. But I'm like, okay, cool. So I asked him about the party. I'm like, because mind you, when we pulled up to the party, we instantly just pulled off, like, really for real. And I didn't even know why or what was going on. I don't know why I didn't know. I guess I wasn't like, but they were like discussing it amongst each other, like not saying shit to me at the end of the day. Like, even if I wasn't paying attention, y'all could have said, hey Jazz, we about to go here. They didn't tell me where we were going. They didn't say nothing. I didn't even know what was going on, you know? So I asked, I'm like, we're not going back to the party, are we? Because I had text Odu and I asked him, was the party still going on? Like, why were we on the way there? And he had texted me back while we were in the gas station. He was like, it just ended. So then I was like, we're not going back to the party, are we? Because he just texted me and said it ended. She kind of just looked at me and just, you know, like with a dull look. And I'm just like, well, y'all aren't saying nothing to me. And y'all are acting funny. Like, y'all just acting funny. Y'all just really being weird and funny. The girl behind the cash register, she heard me ask about the party. So then she like got on the phone. And I heard her say, bro, the party's still going on, da 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 da. So it seemed like she was trying to find out for me. How nice of her. Because them two wasn't telling me nothing. You got the stranger right here trying to figure it out for me. And then I tried to make some conversation about that with them, and they said nothing. And so me, I think, yeah, China had already like paid for her gas, went back out there to pump her gas. So I'm like standing in the store with Sweetie, and then me and Sweetie, we walking out together. So when we walk out together, it's a group of girls walking past us, and they like, oh, y'all are so pretty. When my spirits are down and stuff like that happens, it just reminds me, like, girl, you a bad bitch. Like, regardless of what these girls doing and how they acting, they moving funny, and they talking about you behind their back, and they think that they better than you and this and that. Remember, girl, you a bad bitch, regardless. Ain't nobody higher than you in your world. Motherfuckers want to be so better than me so bad. Y'all don't understand how much I have to deal with people. Like, one of my old best friends and my family member, China, both of them has, like, all my life, it's like both of them have always gave a vibe that they think that they are better than me, you know? And it's just like, and then the way that China talks about me, as if I basically don't know your whole life, girl. Why do you think you're so much better than me when you're sitting here telling me your life and it don't sound better than mine? It don't sound like you're any better than me to me. But yet you think you're so much better than me. And I'm just superior. Like, people think they're superior. Like, I ain't gonna lie, before I stepped into my power, it would get to me. It was also China's mom. Like, it's like 3 people in my life. China's mom, and my ex-best friend. They always just acted like they were better than me and superior than me. Sometimes it'll get to me and it really would make me feel like shit. Am I, like, not good enough and stuff like that? But girl, you would never catch me thinking like that no more ever again. We're driving. We leaving out of the country because we had drove 30 minutes all the way to the country. We're leaving out of the country. And okay, like I said, we were at this party. I'm looking around. I'm realizing that it's kids. So I turn to China and I'm like, it looks like a bunch of kids here. She was like, yeah, or she was like, duh. But the way she like looked at me, the whole night, y'all, it was just like the way she was acting, looking at me, the way she was answering my questions. I pay attention to all that, okay? She was just acting like. So I say, I think, you know, this is a bunch of kids or something. She's just basically like, yeah, or like, duh. She didn't do it like hard like this. She did it real subtle, but I still seen the look in her eye. I still seen it regardless. I seen it. So I was just like, okay. 2 minutes later, I see China turn to Sweetie. She say something to Sweetie, and then China turned to me and she's like, we're gonna go to a different party because the crowd here looks young. And all I could think in my head was, well, ain't that was my idea in the first place? Ain't that's what I said in the first place? Not that it's a big deal or anything, but the way she said it, it sounded like it was her idea. Like she peeped it. You know what I'm saying? I peeped it. I turned to you and I said something to you. You look back at me like, duh. She said it's a college party. She was like, duh. And then like 2 minutes later, that's what I meant to say. She was like a duh or like yeah or whatever. And then like 2 minutes later, she was like, it's a college party. And I'm like, yeah, but these kids look younger than 18. And I don't know what after that. I don't think she said nothing after that. So maybe she started to look for herself. And then that's when she, like 2 minutes later after that, she turned to Sweetie, like I said what she said to Sweetie. And she turned back to me and was like, we're going to go to Space. Okay, mind you, Space is a club. So she was like, we're going to go to Space since the crowd here looks young. I'm like, okay. But in my head, I'm like, ain't that's what I said? Ain't that's what I said? And when I said it to you, you looked at me like, girl, duh. Like, she didn't do it that hard. She did it real subtle, like like real subtle. I still caught it. I catch everything. But I'm like, okay, girl, it's your idea, girl. Yeah, go ahead. Like, not that it matters who idea was, but it was really just the way she responded to me. And then for her to turn around and basically do what I just said anyway, you know? It was like, yeah, I was right, wasn't I? You don't want to say that. So when we get to Space, we go up to, we get in the line, we get up there, he scan our IDs, and then it gets to Sweetie. He scans Sweetie's ID, and the thing go boop, boop, boop. So that's the little illegal thing it was talking about. She was trying to get into a club while under the age of 21. So they're like, oh, you can't come in, you got to be 21 to get in here. She was like, oh, y'all gonna do me like that? And they were like, yeah. They meant business. It was clear from the jump that they meant business. It was clear. She feeling embarrassed or whatever because it's people watching us walk away because she's underage. I wouldn't feel embarrassed about that, but she's obviously feeling embarrassed because she's talking about it. You know how you don't want to walk off in defeat, so you try to walk off like and talk shit a little bit or something so you don't seem defeated. That's what she was doing. So I asked a simple question. I was like, oh, because I didn't know the girl was under 21. I thought she was 21. I don't know. She's not. She is China's friend, but she's real sweet. I like her. You know, maybe. I don't know. We'll see if I still like her after this. I only hang out with her when we're both with China. So I didn't know her age. I didn't know she was under 21. I didn't know. I didn't think about it. I don't know. We walk in and I'm like, so Sweetie, how old are you? I mean, I was like, so when your birthday? Because it's tourist season. It was like the first day of tourist season. So I know her birthday coming up soon. She's a tourist just like me. So I'm innocently asking a question. I was just like, when your birthday? She was like, my birthday is at the end of the month, Jazz. That question kind of pissed me off. She's laughing while she's saying it. It was like a light mood, you know. She was laughing, you know, everything like that. And she laughed after she said it. She did a little giggle. So I'm kind of trying to tell her, like, oh, sorry. Like, you know, if the question pissed you off, I can't get mad because the question pissed you off. You're expressing your feelings to me. I respect your feelings. You said that question pissed you off. That was probably the wrong time to ask the question. So I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Like, I was just asking. You know, that's basically what I said to her. She did just get denied from going into the club. She feeling embarrassed. So she didn't like that I asked that question in that moment because we were walking away from the club when I asked that question. We get in the car and I'm thinking we about to go home. She gets on the phone and she asking someone, can she come pick up their ID? Like, I basically gathered the fact that she was getting the ID to take it right back to Space. So I'm thinking in the back seat, like, okay, are we sure that's a good idea? That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I asked, I'm like, so are you gonna try to go back to Space and use the ID? She's like, yes, Jazz, or something like that. I'm like, y'all just don't want to go to the other club? I didn't want to go back to the club with the kids, but I'm just like, let's just go back to the other club, you know, because I know that taking a fake ID back to the place where they just denied you is not a smart idea. I know that. So I'm like, well, let's just go back to the other club then. Even though I didn't even want to go there. I really did just want to go home at that point. But I'm like, let's just go back to the other club then. But I asked him, like, y'all don't just want to go back to the other club? Because, you know, she's like, no, we want to go to space. We don't want to go back to the other club. She got a little bit loud. And the way she was answering my question, I knew that she was hostile. Because she's like, we don't want to go back. She said, we don't want to go back to the other club. She talking about her and China. So I'm like, okay. Sis talking to me like I'm the dumb one. That's what I said in the message that I sent China. Let me show y'all let me read y'all what I text China. Basically, China telling me that Sweetie want to go out this weekend for her birthday. But she was like talking about how, you know, when she get drunk, she be loud, kind of getting on her nerves. She kind of get on my nerves bad, is what she said. And she said, and I said, yeah, she get to doing too much. And then we talking, and then she was like, and be so loud. And then I said, heavy on the loud. What the fuck made her feel like she could yell at me and talk to me any kind of way? I don't even hear her talk to you like that. She was this close. I sent the little emoji. This close. She was this close. Better be glad I have a lot of self-control. But she had one more time. Talking to me as if I'm the dumb one. Laugh my ass off. That's what I said. That's what I'm getting at right now, y'all. That's what I'm getting at. So we pull up. She go and get the ID. When she go and get the ID, mind you, okay, I forgot to say this. Mind you, when I'm asking Sweetie about the ID. So I'm like, I asked the question. I said, so you're about to get the ID and take it back, and we about to go back to space? Like, you about to take you about to take the fake ID back to space, the club that you just got denied from? Both of them, they like, yeah. And they got loud. They got louder. Both of them, they like, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And then I hear China, she like, where you been? Where you been? You know how people say, yeah, where you been? Like, when you be sitting there the whole time, but you don't know what's going on or something. You know how someone be like, where you been? Like, where you at? She agreeing with Sweetie, yelling at me, raising her voice at me as well, right along with Sweetie. Both of them are speaking to me as if I'm the dumb one. So when I texted her and I said, what the fuck made her feel like she could yell at me and talk to me any kind of way? I know what made her feel like that. And I know exactly why China has yet to respond. Because China know exactly why too. China know exactly why Sweetie felt so comfortable to talk to me any kind of way. Because like I said, I don't even hear Sweetie talk to China like that. So girl, what the fuck makes you think you could talk to me like I'm not your friend? I am related to China. You are China's friend. I don't even hear you talk to her like that. You don't even know me like that. You don't know me like that, girl. And the only reason you may think you know me is because my business is being told to you. But you don't know me like that. So what makes you think you can yell at me? And then China, you're right along with Sweetie yelling at me. I didn't do shit to neither one of y'all. I'm asking a question. Why are y'all yelling? So we pull up to the little apartment complex. Sweetie go get her ID. Go get the fake ID. We pull back up to space. Mind you, it starts raining. It starts raining while we're sitting waiting. So we drive back to space. I'm confused that we even going back there in the rain. I feel like the night is ruined at this point. We don't try to go to 2 other parties. It did not work out. We tried to go to space. We got denied. Okay, because Sweetie is underage. We on the way back to space and it starts raining. This is enough of a sign to me. Like this, you know, while we're pulling back up to space, while we're pulling in, I see police lights that were not there when we got there the first time. Okay, when we went to space the first time, it was no police officers. It was just the workers, the security guards. That's it. No police officers. When we're pulling in the second time, I see police. I'm like, yep, this the moment. As soon as we pulled up and I seen them police over there, I'm like, this is the moment right here that my cars was talking about. Yup. So I don't know if it just slipped their mind that I warned them earlier about the police or what. But I knew as soon as I seen the police lights, I knew that what I said was about to happen. Okay. And I didn't say nothing. They had both raised their voices at me, you know, and they agree. And I forgot to say this, y'all. I forgot to say this. When Sweetie got out the car to go into the apartment, I'm sitting in the back seat quiet, and this is the most that China has said to me all day, for real. This is the loudest she has spoke as well. All, like, you know, so I know your voice can get louder, girl, and you know I can't hear you, you know. So the whole day, really, I really think the girl was ignoring me the whole day. So I'm sitting in the back seat not saying nothing because I'm over the night. I'm over the both of them. I'm sitting back in the back seat, probably just on my phone, minding my business. Okay, at this point, I just want to mind my business at this point. Because apparently, every time I talk, everybody acting so frustrated. So, I just want to mind my business. But then, Sweetie China says, yeah, I don't think it's going to work either. And my whole thing was, after she said, I don't think it's going to work either, she said, but she still wants to try, so... cool. The fact that y'all still want to try is not what's bothering me. What's bothering me is whole time, China, you agree with me whole time. But yet you're teaming up with Sweetie, yelling at me. But whole time you agree with me? So why didn't you just be quiet then? When I asked the question, so we about to go back to space with a fake ID after you just got denied. When I asked Sweetie that question, why didn't you just stay quiet? If you knew that whole time you agreed with me, and if you didn't want to get on Sweetie's bad side or make Sweetie mad, cool, that's cool. I understand that. You don't want to choose sides. You don't want to you don't want to make Sweetie upset or mad. Okay, cool. But you could have stayed quiet. Nah, you decided to raise your voice at me right along with Sweetie. But then when Sweetie gets out the car, you tell me that whole time you agree with me. All I want to know is, who do bitches think they be talking to? Who do bitches take me for? That's because I be too nice. Like I said, I'm a sweetie pie too. And me and Sweetie are both Taurus. I'm a sweetie pie too. And I feel like that's why people get to thinking that I won't say nothing. Don't ever think that you could talk to me any kind of way just because I'm nice. Because just like your voice can get loud, mine can get loud too. I just like to be calm. I'm mellow. I'm a mellow girl. I'm calm. That's how I like it. That's how I am naturally. I'm very polite. I'm very nice. I don't start no shit, but I will end the shit. I don't ever start shit, but I do end it. Yes, I do. Yes, indeed. People take me for a joke because I'm too nice. That's why I'm letting up on that shit a little bit. You know, I'm still going to be me at the end of the day. But I'm finna start speaking up more. I'm finna start speaking up the first time. Instead of waiting to the third, fourth time for a bitch to try me before I speak up. Because I really do like to keep the peace. I don't like to fight. I don't like to argue. I like to keep the peace. Just because I don't like to fight and just because I don't like to argue don't mean that I won't. Who are you talking to? That's all it was for me. I don't care about her trying again. I'm not the one that's going to get denied. She is. I'm 21. She's not. I don't care about us trying again. What I care about is the fact that you're yelling at me right along with this girl. And then let me tell y'all, we pull into the parking lot. It's raining. It's a jacket beside me. I didn't bring a jacket, but I noticed this jacket beside me. I don't know if it's Sweetie jacket or if it's China's jacket. And y'all remember where I read the thing earlier that was like asking a lot of questions. I was asking a lot of questions because I was genuinely confused. I'm genuinely confused on what the fuck is going on because for one, I'm not being communicated with. I'm barely being communicated with. And two, it's a lot of dumb shit going on here. So I'm asking questions. I'm like, y'all about to get on the rain and go in the rain? They were like, yeah, or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay in the car. Because mind you, Sweetie has fox locks, braids or some shit. China has her natural hair out. I have on a wig. If my wig gets wet, it's going to get the sliding back and I'm going to be looking a fool. So I said, I'm going to stay in the car and wait for the rain to die down. When I said that, it grew silent. They didn't say nothing. They like looking at each other as if me saying I'm staying in the car is inconveniencing them. And mind you, I knew that Sweetie was gonna get denied. I knew it. So that's another reason I was like, I'm gonna just stay in the car, because y'all gonna be back in the car in 5 seconds anyway, because they're not gonna let Sweetie in the club. I knew they weren't. Mind you, when they checked the IDs the first time, they actually looked at the motherfucking shits. I watched the man. I watched him. He looked at the front of my ID first. He looked down at my picture, and then he looked up at me. He looked at my picture, making sure it's me. He checked my birth date. Okay, then he turned the motherfucker around and he scanned it with the thing. They mean business. If they didn't mean business, then they would have just glanced at it and said, okay. Nah, he didn't just glance at it. He looked at it thoroughly and then still proceeded to turn around and scan the back. The man who did my ID did that. The man who did Sweetie ID, he looked at the front, but I guess he didn't peep that she wasn't 21. But then when he turned it around and scanned it over, he was like, oh. Then he looked back at it, it was like, oh, it's expired. But then he was like, oh no, it's not expired, she under 21. You know, so he really didn't even look at the ID for real, but the other guys did. And then once he realized it was 21, he looked at the other guys and they like, oh, she can't come in. Are y'all not seeing the same scene that I'm seeing? Or do y'all not, like, do these men look like they're playing games here? Do these men look like they're playing games here? This is an establishment. Social just got shut down for underage drinking and shit. Why do you think Space literally just opened or whatever? Why the fuck do you think that they are trying to get shut down behind a minor? Everything is not a joke. She said, oh, they just need something to scan. That's what she said at some point throughout the night. She was like, they just need something to scan. No, they don't just need something to scan. If they just needed something to scan, then they wouldn't have been thoroughly looking at it, bitch. What do you mean? He looked at the front of it before he scanned it. He didn't just take the ID and turn around and scan it. No, he looked at the front and then he turned it. What do you mean they just need something to scan? What do you mean? And y'all are yelling at me like I'm the dumb one. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I say I'm gonna stay in the car. They grow silent. So I'm like, okay. Obviously, that's an inconvenience because they looking at each other growing silent. Like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, it is a jacket back here. Can I use the jacket? I know it's one of y'all's. I want to make sure y'all don't want to use the jacket first before I use it. Like, I want to make sure y'all don't want to use. I'm basically just trying to make sure that the owner of the jacket doesn't want to use their own jacket before I just take the jacket and use it for myself and it's not even my jacket. That's all I'm trying to do. And I'm asking a question and I'm explaining that. Here goes Sweetie. Jazz, just yell jacket. You're starting to piss me off. And then here go China. China yelling along right with Sweetie. But mind you, Sweetie is the loudest. And she clapping her hands and all. So I'm looking at her. But mind you, China yelling too. I'm barely paying attention to China because the way that Sweetie is acting. But China is yelling too. She's like, use the jacket. They're both yelling at me, both of them. And the first time, they raised their voices, okay. But this time, they were hard down yelling, especially Sweetie. Yelling. As if I'm a fucking child. Do I look like a fucking kid? Do I look like your kid to you, bitch? Why are you yelling at me? Especially when I'm trying to be nice. You're yelling? And then China definitely pissing me off because you, bitch, why do you keep yelling at me along with this girl? Like, are you a follow the leader asshole or something? Why are you yelling at me with this girl? And then, like I said, you yelled at me the first time and turned around and said you agree with me. So I have every right to express my feelings, y'all, because this is how I'm feeling, as both of them are yelling at me. They're yelling at me as if I'm the idiot. They're yelling at me as if I'm the dumb one. I'm the only one asking the right questions here. I'm the only smart motherfucker in this car right now. China is typically smart, and she agreed with me, so she is smart. But for some reason, you get with Sweetie, and you don't even yell at me. China don't yell at me. Bitch, you don't yell at me. When do you ever yell at me? But now here goes Sweetie loud ass yelling and you're right along with her. Now you're right along with her yelling. Sweetie, you don't even yell at China. I don't ever hear you talk to China like that. And China is your friend. So what makes you think you could talk to a random bitch who's not even your friend like that? I'm not gonna say I'm not your friend, but I'm not really. We just cool and we just go out and you're nice. That's it. Who you talking to? Like I said in the message, she better be glad cause I have a lot of self-control. Because the first time I went, like when she told me my question pissed her off, I didn't really care about that much. But that was still like a, you know, cause she didn't have to add that question pissed me off part. She didn't have to add that part, but she still did. But at the same time, she just expressing her feelings. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I asked them, you gonna take so you about to take the fake ID back to space? And they raised their voice, low key yelling at me again. That was the second straw. Really. Then a third straw, you're yelling to the top of your lungs just because I'm trying to make sure the owner of the jacket don't want to use the jacket before I use it. I'm just trying to get permission to use someone else's jacket. And y'all are yelling at me. And then you're starting to piss me off. How am I starting to piss you off and I haven't done nothing to you all day? What's this undercover animosity? Oh, I know where the undercover animosity come from. I know why you feel so comfortable to yell at me. Because y'all two be discussing me. Maybe you're starting to see me as like the aggravating third person or something. Obviously, China is making you feel like that. Because she's always sweet to me. And you know why she's always sweet to me as well? Because she don't know me like that. You feel comfortable. You feel some type of comfort. Where are you getting that from? Oh, you have to be getting it from China. You have to be getting it from China. Because what the fuck makes you feel comfortable enough to think that you could talk to me any kind of way? You know, it's kind of like, you know how when a person don't respect you, they think, you know, like you feed off other people's energy. And you know how like when a person don't respect you, like I feel like Katira explained it so well. I'm having a hard time explaining what I'm trying to say, but I feel like they were, like I said, I feel like they were talking about me before I even got into the car when they picked me up. And I feel like they were like talking about me and KT. And I'm going to get into that second. That's the second thing I have to talk about in this video. Because I want to make something clear about that too. But yeah, I do feel like, you know, and then I forgot to say this. When we went to her house, before we even went to the second party and all that, we stopped at her house. And we were sitting there. Nobody was saying nothing. And like I said, China, she was standing right there. And it was as if China was waiting for me to talk about something. It was as if she was waiting on me to do something, waiting on me to say something. It was like as if both of them, it was like some type of secret conversation between them two. It's like, you know, because I had just posted something on social media and stuff like that. So I know people had questions or whatever. And people probably, and I feel like they seen it or whatever. Or I feel like China seen it. Because China don't react to nothing I post. She don't like my stuff. She don't share my stuff. She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing to support me. You know what I'm saying? And she's my family member, mind you. But like I said, I'm used to this from her. Because she's always been like, she has never supported me. I've been doing YouTube for like 3 years now or whatever. Like I had my couples channel first. Before I had my personal channel, I had my couples channel. She has never supported me. The only thing she has really said to me, she has criticized me one time, texted me and told me, oh, when you want, like basically when you on camera, get yourself together or something because don't nobody want to see you looking crazy or something like that. She texted me and told me that before. She texts me sometimes making it seem like she support me sometimes, but if a person really support me, I know how they would be moving, what they would be saying, how they would be acting. I feel like everybody already know. Don't expect support from your friends and family. These people whole lot be your friends and whole lot be your family, and they won't like your shit, share your shit, repost your shit, nothing. But I don't care. I'm still gonna support the girls regardless. I support people who don't even support me because I know the energy that I give out is the energy that I will receive. So I don't need you to do something for me in order for me to do it for you. I'm genuine like that. I'm genuine for real. People love to scream, oh, I'm genuine this, I'm genuine that. But if someone has to do something first before you do it, is that really genuine? She tried to steal eyelashes before. I supported her. I posted her shit. I did all that. But that's just because I'm a genuine person for real. And I'm never going to stop being a genuine person just because of how a person treats me. Never. I support everyone who's from my hometown. I support everyone who I know. If I like your video, if I know you're looking for support, I will support you. You don't even have to ask me. I will do it without you asking. For any and everybody. China? You know, I'm just trying to see if anybody wanted, if the owner wanted to use their jacket before I just use it. That's all I'm trying to do. Like, this is what I'm saying to them. Both of them. The fuck? Like, all I'm trying to do is see if y'all want to use if anyone wants to use the jacket first. Like, I'm being nice. The fuck? I'm being polite. Why are you yelling? China's trying to say, oh, when Sweetie act like this, when she get drunk. Bitch wasn't that drunk. Bitch wasn't drunk at all. She yeah, we're drinking, but that don't mean we're drunk. Yeah, she might be tipsy, but that bitch is not drunk. So don't be trying to blame it on the liquor. No, it's not the liquor fault. It's really your fault because this is your friend. I'm your family member. You should be checking your friend. Why does your friend feel comfortable? Ask yourself, why does your friend feel comfortable talking to me like this? Because for one, she see you doing it because you're doing it right along with her, for one. That's why she feels comfortable. Y'all both treating me like the outcast. Y'all both trying to treat me like I'm just the aggravating tag along or something. Girl, I was here before Sweetie was here. So how the fuck am I the aggravating tag along? And whole time you agree with me. So why are you yelling at, like, y'all get what I'm saying? So I get stern. I'm ready for whatever. Her voice got softer. I know that's right. Cause if you don't want to get in this field, in this parking lot right now, your voice better get softer. When my voice get loud and I get mean, you know I mean business, y'all, because I never do that. I'm always sweet to everybody. Always. So you know when I get to talking crazy, you know what's up. I got an attitude. Instantly, I have an attitude. As we're walking up, it's new men, but I see one of the men who was there the first time. I see him. I'm looking at him and he laughing. He's smiling. He ready for us to walk up because he already know what type of timing we on, because I know that, because he knew that he just declined Sweetie. So he already knew what type of timing we were on. I already knew what type of timing he was on. I see him smirking when we were walking up. So I knew he was going to be the one to say something because I see him smirking. And he was the same dude that declined her. He saw you already, girl. He looked at your ID. They already... But I'm the dumb one. I'm the one getting yelled at here. So I let them go first. I post up against the brick wall. I cross my arms and I'm just like this. Mind you, it's a whole line of people right here. They coming up. It's people over here. I don't give a fuck. You already know. Once I'm mad, I'm mad. I don't give a damn. Can't nobody do shit to me. I don't give a fuck. And one of the dudes who was new, he scanned Sweetie fake ID. Okay, he looked at it. I guess she got a girl that looked like her or whatever, because it sounded like the girl she got the ID from, it sounded like she always used this girl ID. So she must look like her. It must be her family member or something, sister or something. I don't know. But the dude, the second, he let her go. And then dude with the red hat was the dude that was there the first time. That he grabbed her arm and he walked her all the way back and he's smiling too. As soon as I see him do that, I'm like, I couldn't even help it. Like, I couldn't even hide it. I couldn't even hide the fact that I told her. You could see it all over my face. You could see by my body language that I told her so. Everybody could see that I was the one who told her so. I wouldn't have been acting like that if that bitch didn't yell at me in the car. Had she not would have yelled at me in the car? Hold on. Okay. Had she not would have yelled at me in the car, then I wouldn't have been acting like that. I would have been more compassionate, more on her side, standing beside her, not letting her stand there alone and get fooled and get even more embarrassed, because she was already embarrassed when she got declined the first time. You could tell that in that moment she was even more embarrassed. You know why? Because the dude asked her to read the birthday. I wasn't even really listening for real. I was pissed. I was pissed off because that bitch had just yelled at me in the car and I had told her so. But I heard him ask her to read the birthday out loud and she stuttered. I don't even know if she said the right birthday. I don't know. But the girl stuttered. I couldn't even tell you everything that was said because I'm looking up like this. I'm not even looking at them. I'm just like this. Yup. Because I told that bitch and that bitch yelled at me. Who the fuck you think you are? So I want everybody to know that I told you so. I was happy. And do you know what he did? He got the attention of the police officers. Yeah. The same police, I told them, watch out. The police is gonna be involved today. Watch out. Who's dumb now? Who's getting embarrassed now? You yelling at me in the car was embarrassing for me. How about that? Yep. Now look at you, getting embarrassed even more. I'm not even making it any better for her because I'm over there making people laugh. Now she's super embarrassed. I don't give a damn. You. He brought the police into it. He didn't even have to. He could have just turned her around. But he brought the police into it because she came back up there with a fake ID after they just denied your ass. This is an establishment. This ain't no fucking hole in the wall. Space is nice as fuck. I never even got a chance to go in there. But I see it when people be recording it. It look nice as fuck. I seen it from the outside. It had looked nice as fuck. I don't think they're gonna play no games. I don't think they want the establishment shut down. But y'all, I'm getting tired, so let me get through this fast. So the police officer, he walked us all the way to his police car. You know, he gave her a lecture and shit. He asked her about the fake ID, giving her a lecture and shit. He did end up letting her go. He was like, you can go, but you ain't getting his ID back. So he let her go, and she did the walk of shame all the way to the car. Whoever that was who lent her the ID, they got their ID snatched. Okay, so hey, don't be giving out your ID for people to use because you're going to get that motherfucker snatched. She had to call her and let her know they took that girl ID. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. She did her little scene before she got in the car. She wanted to go out like a gangster. So she did her little scene before she got in the car. And we left. It could have been way worse. But the outcome card is Queen of Pentacles. Let me see what Queen of Pentacles mean again so I can see kind of what it means. Okay, this one of the things this means is homebody. So I think that's what it's talking about. Damn, it's talking about a secret bank account. Y'all, it's the Queen of Pentacles. She is quiet and does not like disclosing her financial accounts, fearing that it could bring more complexity to her life, which she desires to keep rather simple. She may have a secret bank account that nobody knows about. For she may choose to be careful and diligent and self-sufficient. Y'all, that's the whole reason I wanted to go home, y'all. I kind of talked about it. If y'all, when that video I inserted from that day when I was looking at the bulls, I was talking about it. So we got good things coming to us financially. And I had got some good news while I was in the car with them that I did not share with them because for one, they were being funny with their energy, and for two, I don't want people all in my business about what I got going on financial wise. I don't. So me and Katera, we was about to, we had something to do financially, money wise, like to get this money. We had a plan to get this money. So I was eager to get home. Yeah, because I had a plan. And Queen of Pentacles is about having a plan as well. A mature, grounded female, me. Because in the end, I ended up being the mature, grounded female. I ended up being a businesswoman because I did have some businesswoman shit to take care of. Social, high school status, high social status, social butterfly, and just a homebody. So yeah, I ended up going home to handle some financial business. That's what Queen of Pentacles was telling me. I asked what was going to happen if I go to the party. The police was telling me the police is going to get involved. You were going to have a defensive person. So this was really representing her. I'll say her name again. This is really representing, this card was really representing, what's the girl name? Sweetie, for real, yeah. Her being a delinquent trying to get into the club. The police end up, yeah, this was what it really was talking about. The police. Her being a delinquent trying to get into a club even though she's a minor. Coming back with a fake ID, which is breaking the law, technically. Okay, that's why the police got involved. At the end, I just end up being the mature, grounded female who knew what I was talking about all along. And I went home to handle my financial business. That was the outcome for me, y'all. And yeah. Booyah. Off of that, so my relationship status, y'all. I just want to say that I did make a decision to focus on myself. I did post some things on Facebook, and I mean what I say and I say what I mean, okay? The post is not up no more. Why? Not because of me. Because somehow someone got into my phone and deleted my posts. So that's why those are gone, okay? That's why, not because of me. Because baby, if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna stand on it. That's one thing about me. I'm not gonna take back what I say. I'm gonna stand on it, especially if it's public. Okay. And let me say another thing. The only reason I posted what I posted on social media is because whenever I try to keep it private, whenever I try to just be like, hey, let's take a break and keep it between us or whatever, it does not get taken serious. It's as if I never said that I wanted to break up. I'm gonna say this as well. I don't care who you see me with. I don't care who you see me posting with. I don't care what you see, what it is. I don't care. I said I'm single. Okay, I said I'm single. But you will still see posts on my couples channel, y'all. And y'all don't understand how much me and KT, like, all we have is each other, for real, y'all. Like, I'm gonna speak for me. I don't have the best bond with my family. If people ain't gonna treat me right and treat me how I want to be treated, I'm not gonna go out my way to keep a bond with nobody. I don't care, family or not. You ain't gonna treat me right. You're not gonna respect me. You gonna be mean to me and do all that to me. I don't care about calling you, talking to you, texting you, seeing you. I don't care about nothing. I'll go through this life by myself. I'm a Taurus, baby. I'm stubborn, and I don't like to ask for help. And I feel like that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. I'm independent. I love being independent. I hate depending on other people, because if I ain't learned nothing else in this life, I've learned that you cannot depend on a fuck body. And plus, hey, just because I'm single don't mean I could just up and leave right now. We're still in the same house, but I'm still single, and I still mean when I say and say what I mean. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that post notification bell on to get notified every time I post. And I'll be back with another video in 2 days, y'all. Bye. I'm about to try to get this out right now. It's gonna be out before the day is over.